Hi, my name is Alyssa, and the reason why I'm making this video, if you can see by my title of the video, I normally don't go live on my YouTube. I just post regular videos of, my, things that I do with my life, like my wedding, hanging out with my family and everything. Well, the reason why I'm making this is because this past weekend was heartbreaking for me. I'm not gonna get into too much about my life because I am a private person, but I will say this much is that I am born and raised in Houston, Texas, and I've been trying to build the courage and make this video. Now, I have been having a lot of trouble processing what has happened in my city. And let's just get one thing off the record and let's get one thing straight. And I know a lot of people are probably gonna look at this video and be like, okay, why is she talking about this? Okay. A lot of people have their opinion, and a lot of people want to express how the Astroworld festival tragedy affected them. Now, I may have not went or gone and been through what those 50 billion people did, but I do have a lot of sympathy, and I want to also, if a family member from the tragedy comes across this video, I just want you to know that I know this is not what you need to hear. And a lot of people are gonna be saying, oh, well, my deepest condolences, or I send my prayers, or I send my sympathy to you, and everything. And I get it. People do that. But one thing that I know, that's not helping. And what I do know is that Travis Scott, in his disgusted behavior, the way he has been acting towards this whole situation, and yes, it just happened last Friday, so there's a lot more that's coming, to the media. And one of the things that just sickens me about this whole situation is, how the hell are you going to host a concert first? Really, let me just put that out there. How are you gonna host a concert and host 50,000 people in a whole thing when we still, right now, to the present, are still dealing with COVID-19 and the pandemic? So that's one thing that troubles me. is how are you going to host a concert of that many people and yet you were careless and just told everybody, you know what, screw security, and everything else, whatever. If you didn't pay for it, okay, whatever. That is not okay. We've been dealing with so much because of this whole COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of people have lost loved ones from it, and a lot of people still are not vaccinated because all the vaccines have slowly but surely been coming little by little. But what I don't get is how the heck are you gonna be so freaking ruthless and not give a damn about your fans, your so-called fans that you care about so much, and continue with your concert, the 37 to 40 minutes, what was left of it, or whatever, and not do anything about it. And the reason why it's taken me a while to make this video is because I have went on YouTube, I have went on other social media, and I have found videos of other artists actually caring about their fans. There has been a lot of other artists that cared and stopped their concert. And that's one thing that's also getting me upset about this whole tragedy and this unfortunate situation that those families are going through now. Is how the hell do you not stop a concert whatsoever? A lot of people have been making excuses for Travis Scott, saying, oh, what did you want him to do? Or what could he have done? There's a lot of things he could have done, but one of the things he could have done was stop the concert completely, but instead, in a secret, messed up way, his concert was a demonic sacrifice concert. I have seen pictures, I have seen video, and I have researched some of this stuff. And for one, like I said, on my channel, I'm not gonna show any video because a lot of people are already doing that. And I'm not gonna be the ones to copy other people what they're doing. Yeah, it's good to show evidence. I completely agree to, what they're talking about the whole situation. But one of the things that gets me is how the hell are you this careless? And honestly, I don't even give a damn that you're paying for the funerals, or, the headlines are trying to make you seem like you're being sympathetic towards the tragedy of the victims that passed away during the tragedy of your concert. Is for one, I don't care about that headline that you're paying for the funerals. Regardless, your name was on it. You were the person that was the main act for the concert. You're the one that started the whole Astroworld, festival. I don't care about that headline. You should automatically do that. Because not only is that, but you know what? It's also sad that you're like saying, oh, I'm gonna refund everybody their money from their tickets from that night. A night that, I never been to a concert, so, okay, I can admit that. But one thing I can say is a lot of people were coming, they plan to come to this Astroworld festival, line up with other people who are artists, and have a good time. They, who knows what they had to do to save up money to come to last weekend's event. And ends up becoming part of a tragedy. People, probably asked their parents to give it to them, or they probably, work, side gigs just to save up to get those tickets to come to Houston, to come to Astroworld. And yet, you are going to refund everybody's money. And another bogus headline, what I would say, another BS line, refund the tickets. Oh, pay for the victims' funerals. Well, if you wasn't so careless, and also your team having their, stuff together in order, like the actual plans, and actually have done it the way it was supposed to be done, we wouldn't be here, wouldn't we? But I will say this before I continue. I want to say that never was a huge Travis Scott fan. I can admit that. Would I have listened to his old album? Maybe every now and then. But I'm not gonna go completely crazy over the dude, because honestly, he's not worth the hype on getting crazy about. And the fact that people are defending him, it's like everybody really, and some of the videos I have watched on my TikTok is, and I agree with everybody who's been on TikTok, and they have said that we as individuals and as people need to stop holding all these celebrities to high standards or worshiping them like if they're some damn god, oh my god. No. Because you know what? They're nobody, really. The only reason why they got to the place that they did is because I'm pretty sure they're not gonna admit it, but we've been seeing the signs here and there as time has been passing by from a couple years. But I'm pretty sure all the people that we think that are good people, and I'm not saying that all celebrities are bad. There could be some, nice and sweet ones who actually care about people even though they have money. But one of the things that I don't understand is I'm pretty sure half of them sold their soul to the devil, and that they're in some kind of cult, or the Three Masons and everything else. And, they think just because they're part of that secret cult, whatever you want to call it, they think when they do bad that they don't have to face the consequences of anything. Like when people like us, work their asses off to make it in life, and to make it in life, we get these jobs that may not be the best at first, but we get by in life. And, honestly, it sickens me is that his girlfriend and the mother of his children has the audacity to post on her Instagram story that she was at his concert and everything else. Everything was the way it was. But how the hell are you actually going to post something on your Instagram with the ambulance in the crowd? How the hell are you and him going to say that y'all didn't know about the situation that was happening? And then you have the nerve to take it off of your story completely, everything that you posted that day, including your sister. She posted that she got there at the concert early just to see everything get set up and everything else. Well, how the hell is she going to post a picture like that she's at the concert, and then she as well ends up deleting it from her page as well? And what I don't understand is, how is it that your other family members that are in your family are going to post on their story saying that they are sorry, that they are heartbroken, they're devastated, and everything, when yet y'all individuals are millionaires. Y'all have a lot of money. But yet, when human life gets, the way it did at the concert, people died, people lost their kids, and everything else, it really upsets me in every which way, because y'all only know how to live the celebrity life. And y'all could care less about us normal people who, for example, pay for your cosmetics, pay for the thing that has your name on it, because obviously we want to be trending, thinking that, oh, it's the coolest thing ever and all. But at this point, and trust me, I'm not all about the whole high, expensive makeup. Makeup is all the same. It's made the same, okay? Yeah, you may have to get some expensive stuff because some, like, the cheap stuff won't work exactly well on the face. But regardless, I hope that you, Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, and Kendall Jenner, and all of y'all, and even Drake, burn in hell. Because you know what? How the hell also are y'all gonna be escorted out from the concert while all that was taking place? And yet, y'all try to get y'all people to try to spin the narrative or whatever. Well, in this situation, your sacrifice for your soul, those secret people that you think are going to help you, well, they're not going to be able to help you out of this situation. Nor a PI or your publicist is going to fucking help you. Because people like you come to our city and think that you claim that you care for our city. And what gets me the most is, how are you going to want to say, oh, I'm going to build a school, I'm going to build like some basketball thing, and then come to also our baseball field, Minute Maid, and you bring everybody else that attended that concert and act like you actually say that you care. A true person that did care for his fans, instead of worrying about the dollar signs in his eyes of all those people that you saw, well, that's a cop-out. And I'm not going to use exact language because I don't want to get taken down for reasons. A lot of people have different reasons. But it angers me so bad that all the lawsuits, I'm actually gonna laugh about that one, okay? Even though it contains human life was lost, I'm at least gonna laugh at that part of the lawsuits, not the people losing their life. Just clarifying that. I'm laughing because of the lawsuits, because you know what? It needs to happen. I don't care if Travis Scott has anything left in his name. Much less, I hope he does get canceled. Any kind of performance or anything that he is wanting to do in the later future, I hope he does. I do hope that his ass does get canceled, because that kind of piece of garbage does not need to be coming to Texas and given especially us a bad reputation. And like I said, I really put all the blame on Travis Scott, because all he could have done, instead of worrying about his lame ass songs that he thinks that are so right and everything else, what he could have done was he had a microphone. And that's the most powerful thing. He had a microphone in his hand. And yet, instead of looking, of course, obviously everybody's seen the videos, the clips and everything, so people would know what I'm talking about, is you want to be like this, like standing this high and looking like that. Well, somebody is fighting for their life or they're already dead. You wouldn't be doing that. And honestly, you're a moron. Not gonna lie. And I do hope that all of those poor innocent victims' family get their justice that they need, and take every cent that you have. And you know what? There should be a petition to also cancel Kylie Jenner from her doing her cosmetics, keeping up with the Kardashians, because that's the thing also about that family. They have always think that everybody cares about what they little do. Oh, who's still getting cheated on? Oh, who is with who? Oh, who denied the proposal and everything from somebody that they that got so disappointed, or their kids. You know what? Nobody cares. I'm honestly gonna say that nobody cares, and I hope that every makeup line discontinues her cosmetic line. Because you know what? That's a piece of garbage. Anyways, what difference does it make? Makeup is just makeup. It's just your name on it. That's why everything is so expensive, because you slapped your name on it. Oh, whoopee doo. And I hope Kendall Jenner also coughs up some money also for the family, because paying for the funerals and everything else, yeah, okay, y'all should do that automatically. It's like, you think that's being generous? It happened when you were performing. You should do it. And also, how the hell is Drake gonna just say that also and put out the Zach, but in his way, different wording, the exact same statement that y'all all did? It's like, wow, y'all must have talked to each other backstage or after everything took place or happened, so that way he could have put the same statement. And how the hell are you also going to go to David Buster's, the after party, because you thought your concert rocked? No, it did not. A lot of people were finding their kids because there were some people who came very far away. They didn't get a chance to, they never got the chance to check in and go back to where they were when they first came into town, into Houston. They never checked in. That was their last phone call with their loved ones, not knowing it was going to be. A lot of people were finding their kids. They literally had to go to a hotel close by NRG and try to get answers. Where's my baby? Where are he and she at? You know, I haven't heard from them in like a good couple of hours. And I'm pretty sure that their parents asked them, well, depending on the situation, I'm pretty sure some parents have asked, you know, what time the concert starts, or, you know, what's going to happen, are you going to call me, or what's going to be the whole situation when you get done, you know. And yet, the only phone call or the only thing that was told to them was, your baby that you carried and that you raised was one of those victims. That sickens me to my core. Is, you know, it's like any of y'all celebrities don't have a heart and bone in your body. And yet, here we are. Y'all still able to, you know, promote y'all lousy ass products, y'all lousy ass music, and everything else. Well, I'm here to tell you, all of y'all not so hot. You know, what really would impress all of us who like y'all, I'm just using like in a very loose way, is you think it's okay to treat us people who, oh, we don't have a lot of money, oh, we're not like, we don't have millions or billions of followers on our social media or cloud, is y'all could care less about us. The only thing that y'all see within us and y'all eyes is just another way to pocket more money for y'all expensive lifestyle. Like, really, how many cars and vehicles or, you know, big mansions do y'all need? And why the hell do you need so much big, you know, space to live in? And try to put y'all kids into all these bullshit little things, you know. Nobody cares, okay? And it's just the way his stage was set up with the backwards cross leading to the stage. And yet he also has a sign. He also has a sign saying, "See you on the other side." You want to know something? I'm not going to feel bad for you, Travis Scott, because in ways, your team and you directly knew what was going to happen and what y'all had y'all intentions set on. Because, for one, your shirt, that was a big giveaway too. That showed innocent people and entering, and now they have devil horns, you know? And let's see. Oh yeah, the stage setup is the biggest one. How the hell are you gonna have all of that crap, like the eye that was facing in the middle? And what the hell, like, for some of those, like, everybody who's seen the videos, How the, like, you can't say that it was like a video or some kind of crap or a green screen or whatever, but what the hell was that crap on the top of your stage, like looking like some damn aliens were walking? Like, what the hell was that? Like, the hell? And there's just a lot of things, and it's just, you know, there's that famous word, karma. And I hope you, Travis Scott, Kylie, Kendall, y'all all keeping up with the whatevers, get y'all karma, because nobody cares about you. And Drake too, not gonna forget that. And what I can say is that at least the other people before your loser ass was supposed to come on stage and perform, at least those other lineups, performers, had the audacity to know from their heart, which is based on their actions right away, and the statement that I saw said a lot about their personality. They practice for who knows how long to get ready for Astroworld Festival. And yet, they did the right thing and gave up their whole check, their whole money that they got for being a performer there and everything that they got for their ticket sales. They donated the money to the victims' families. And you know what? That's one thing that we all know. Travis Scott is a fraud. He's a liar. Is because, for the simple fact, I see two articles that one, he's gonna refund everybody's money. He's gonna pay for all the victims' funerals. But one thing that is also getting me is why are you refunding the money when you can also donate your check that you also got from everything for that whole day and that concert, everything that was related to that? It's one thing I don't understand. You want to steer, like you want to dance around it, that you can't give up any kind of money besides what the fucking lawsuits that you're gonna be facing is. I hope that people are gonna be more careful when it comes to their refund of their concert money, because in my eyes that seems like also a trick, because they're probably most likely gonna say, okay, in the fine print, if you sign and you accept this refund back into your bank account, then that means you can't sue me. And that's what sucks. People went to go see a lame ass concert. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people are injured. Not to mention, people are still fighting for their life, not knowing that they are gonna be here or not. So I'm just gonna leave it with this, is that I hope Travis Scott and everybody who make those lame ass apology statements on their Instagram story to shove it up their ass, because it don't mean not a damn thing to those families or any of us. You know, actions speak louder than words. I'm just gonna say that. And the way he was acting and the way he took everything about showed his character and showed his true colors. And also, his actual so-called apology lame ass video that was his, probably somebody scripted to him, and then that's why he was like, oh my god, like, I'm so devastated and all that, like, oh my god, like, his eyes were not even open. A real apology would be like something like I'm kind of making, but I'm not making an apology because I have nothing to apologize, but to say I'm sorry for people losing their lives for some dumbass person who didn't care. Is an actual apology would be your eyes actually being open like this, not trying to look like a psycho or anything, but your eyes actually open. You're using hand gestures, but you're doing it like where it's like right here, but you can still see me. It's not gonna be like you're high, you're drunk, or you're on something where you can't even look at the damn camera. So you know what? I'm glad that everybody, is going to be right away, doing their lawsuits like they are going to do. And I hope he does get canceled for everything. I hope no clothing line or no cologne line or, no restaurants, or anything like any like retail stores that sell his piece of junk to let him or allow it. And if I was also all those other people, just saying, I'm not a big fan, so I don't know what shit is out there that has his name on it. Definitely is music, so I definitely know retail will sell that. But I think, to be fair, I would probably take all those trashy ass albums, throw them in the garbage, and not even restock anymore anything of his. That will also include, what people have been doing, going to their Spotify accounts and actually put in and selecting, I don't want to hear this artist or I don't want to hear this music. And that's good because any which way he can get a hold of any kind of extra money needs to be eliminated instantly. And I hope also the makeup lines also do the same thing. Discontinue her line, no matter how much it is. And like I said, I deeply sympathize for the victims' families. And I know that it sucks for everybody who was also involved and who's still dealing with the situation. And I really am deeply sorry. I can even show you I don't got a script. I don't even got nothing on my laptop, showing that I scripted any of this. This is basically coming from my heart. And I didn't wear no makeup either because I don't want to be like everybody else. Not that I'm saying people have, but I will say that I want y'all to see that I actually am pretty devastated. And I feel like the families deserve more than what they're being treated. And I know some of the coverage on the lawsuits are going to be, classified exactly. We're not going to exactly know everything that's going to be happening with each victim's, each family's lawsuit that they have going on. But would say this much. Hope Travis Scott and her, Kylie, Kendall, Chloe, the mother, Kim, everybody, part of that family, and even Drake. Everybody, and also the people who host this event get what they deserve. Because no parent should have to fear of dropping their kids off. And not knowing that, hey, they're gonna be okay, you know, they're gonna come home, they're just gonna be gone for a couple hours and they're gonna be okay. And another reason why this also troubles me is it may not be the same situation like all the other 50,000 people who were attending that concert. But what troubles me the most is the fact that my mom called me that Friday and literally told me that my brother was this close, like literally that close, to consider going to that concert. And he was, you know, my brother, he likes going to festivals, you know, whatever and whatnot. The fact that her motherly instincts kicked in and told him not to go, but it's just hard for me to try to explain because it's not like I lost him because he ended up staying home. But the fact that he was that close to going, it devastated me. Just the thought that we would be waking up like everybody else, like with the fact that my mom and me would have been in that situation. And just the thought that it could have been us devastates me more too. And it just, right now, given the time that we're in, COVID-19 is, honestly, I know we're trying to find, you know, we little by little are starting to see some progress here and there, you know, trying to get back to normal life, whatever that was in 2019 for us, for 2020 happened. But, sorry, the pen, but, we really don't need to be hosting any kind of concerts like this. Not, and especially, like, maybe we could, but there needs to be a limit. And if they're gonna host like something like an outside concert, they need to split it into multiple parts. Actually have actual security, actual people on site, and actually make it a rule that if those people are gonna be there, like a nurse or people who know how to perform CPR or HPD, is to give them space and let them have a visual besides, you know, I know everybody is not going to be like this idiot, you know, doing what he did, but for future reference is they should make it a rule for people who are at those concerts, like the cops, the people, CPR, nurses, or whatever, and the people who are working at the concert or whatever, to give them space to actually have a visual to see everything, and actually have a special section. So if somebody's kind of getting overheated, they can have space to do it. But it don't even need to be where everybody was like, got to where we are now. People are still injured, fighting for their life, trying to recover for what the hell just took place, going to a concert, having a good time. That's all they were doing. But Travis Scott just said, you know what? Screw it. People are pretty much going to be a sacrifice. But I'm like, you do realize if you were good with your music, then why did you need to sell your soul or worship the devil in order to get clout or get famous? It's like, if you wasn't good, then you wasn't good. You don't need to be in that industry. find something else. But regardless, I just want to say that I do apologize for the pain that those families are going through. Can't even imagine. You know, I had not a concert situation, but I can relate, and it's relatable. Losing young people. You know, back when I was a junior in high school in 2015, I had lost 3 of my friends in a fatal car crash. And things like this, losing young people, it tends to bring the trauma back on how I felt, how my 3 friends' parents felt when they found out that they lost their babies too. I'm wrapping this up, but just keep one thing in mind now in life, even though life is quite not your fairy tale or not a fairy tale at all or something, but the world is corrupted. But whatever decency and whatever, kindness, sweetness that we have left in any of us because of everything all these years have been doing to us, we have our ups, we have our downs, we've been pushed to the max or whatever, is let's just keep this one thing and let's remind ourselves, never fight with somebody for a dumbass reason. Number 2, don't hold any, basically any, I'm trying to find the words because I've just been so upset about this whole situation, is don't hold any grudges with anybody for a long period of time. Each situation can be handled differently, and just make up with that person. And if you have kids, especially, is always tell them, I've been a teenager before, sometimes people can be like, but always remind them you love them. Always send them those sweet text messages saying, I love you, son, I love your daughter, or I love y'all. Have a good day at school, have a good day at work, or, whatever your next adventure is going to be. And most of all, we all need to stop saying that we don't have time or we're too busy to do something or to make time for other people. We have, that's one thing I'm gonna, that troubles me is we have time to post on social media. We have time to text our friends. We have time to, talk about a dumb, fight, or, friends betrayed each other's friends or whatever or whatnot. But what we really need to be grateful for is still having one another. And never, and I mean never, take life for granted. Always, even if I know people are not close with their neighbors, we're not living in that world anymore or ever, but even tell your neighbors, hey, I appreciate you. Let's be a little kind to one another when we can, because I know a lot of people have a lot of hard times doing that. and start doing things with your family. Like, it don't even have to be the whole family. Just, it could be you, the kids, and, their boyfriends or their husbands or their wives. Just get all together and just share those little moments. Because you never know when you're gonna see those eyes, hear that voice. Because these right here, nobody else can have them. He created us where you're one unique person, one voice that can never be replaced, and that, just cherish everything, because I feel sorry for those victims' families now. They thought that they were going to just drop their babies off at a concert, not knowing that last year's Thanksgiving, last year's Christmas, last New Year's was going to be the last one that they celebrated them with. And I know for some of those who know me, please make a big deal. No matter what the number is of your upcoming age or your new age, that of your birthday. Always, and I mean always, celebrate your birthday. Not to be depressing, but always celebrate your birthday. Big, loud, well, not too loud, don't get too crazy, but you know what I mean, is just go big, if you have to, splurge on yourself, make a big deal for your birthday, each birthday, because you never know when the last time you're gonna blow out those birthday candles, and you don't know if you're ever gonna see those people again. I have more thoughts in my head about this whole situation, but I'm gonna just keep that personal to myself on what other things I think of. But those are one of the biggest things that have troubled me throughout this whole tragedy and unfortunate situation, is just enjoy being a human being. No matter how hard it gets, just live life to the fullest, because you never know when the last time you're gonna lay eyes on your loved ones like they did. And I'm gonna, for those who are still here with me on the live, I want to take 5 minutes of a moment of silence to honor those victims, and not just the victims, also the injured ones, all the people who got hurt. So I'm gonna stop talking for 5 minutes, and we are going to honor those who died and those who are still fighting for their life. Okay. Well, This is Alyssa signing off. Just remember, like one of my favorite YouTubers say, and I will say his name so I could, give him credit for his quote. Just like Mo Sargi says, just live a little. And what I'm gonna say, never take one day for granted. Honor your neighbor. Honor thy mother, thy father, your grandparents, and everyone that is close to you. Just live. Quit the bullshit. Just quit the bullshit. Whatever beef you have with somebody, just let it go. 'Cause you know what? We're not getting any younger. And you got way too much stuff to live for anyways. But I will see y'all in the next one.